Salesforce recently released a new product called AgentForce. AgentForce has a lot of new cool features, and here at Solved, we're doing our best to teach other people about those features so that they can leverage the full capabilities of Salesforce. So in today's video, I'm going to be answering the question, what is the process for updating or modifying an agent's capabilities? So for this example, I'm going to walk through a few different things. This assumes that you have already set up an agent and you're familiar with that process. If you're not familiar with that process, I recommend going to our YouTube channel and looking for videos that talk about that process, because I am building upon principles of how an agent is already set up. So the first thing that I want to talk about today is how agents have topics. Essentially, a topic is something that you can assign to your agents so that they know what type of conversation you can be having with their end users. So as mentioned, agents can be used to help you perform your day-to-day work. In other words, they are virtual assistants, whether it's in a sales capacity or a support capacity. You can define what topics they are informed about and things that they can speak to. And I will show you examples of that in just a minute. The other thing that you can maintain with an AgentForce is the actions that those agents can take. So similar to the topics that they can speak to, you can also define what they can be doing within your Salesforce instance. So as your agent is interacting with a customer or an internal person in the company, you can define how they input or how they accept that information and how they react based on the actions that are defined. So to show you what I mean, I've come into my dev sandbox here, and in setup, I've searched for Einstein generative AI. From that menu, I've come into agents. You can see the agents that I have in this dev org. So we have AgentForce, which comes out of the box standard. And I've also created an AgentForce service agent. So if I come into this, you can see a few different options here, including topics. These are all of the different things that the agent can have conversations about. Not only is it an indication of what they can talk about, but it is a description for the AI to know how it should be handling data. There are several different topics that come out of the box in Salesforce, but you can create your own, and I'll show you that in just a second. To do that, you can come in and click Open in Builder. And now I'm editing the AgentForce Service Agent. On the left here in this panel, you can see the topics that I have access to. Several of these I've added already. Some can come out of the box within your agent. If you want to modify an existing topic, you can come in here. And that takes you into the topic settings itself, where you have a classification. You can define what the agent's job is, and then give it additional instructions. These are essentially line items for instructions for the agent. You can add several different instructions and then hit save. Similar to topics, as I mentioned, we also have actions. Actions do come out of the box. Right? As I mentioned with topics, you can also create your own. You define them here. A few things to be aware of when editing topics as well as actions is in order to edit an agent, your changes have to be done when the agent is inactive. You can make the changes, but as soon as you deploy them, there's an element of deactivating the agent. When you do that, you have to be aware that any pauses to this process could cause interruptions to any active conversations. And you should also be aware that there are some aspects of version control within agents. For example, if I come in and edit a topic, I can create a new version, change the text, and hit save. And as soon as that saves and I come back, I will be able to see here that there is a new edit and that needs to be saved and pushed to your active. So So as I mentioned, there's a few different ways that you can update or modify your existing agents. If you're curious about learning more about AgentForce, I recommend coming to our website, which is at solve.cloud. If you're interested in learning more about videos about AgentForce, as I mentioned, the YouTube channel where you can learn more about AgentForce specifically or Salesforce in general. Thank you for your time.